Hey, what's going on, guys? Mendicute Site 7B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2000. It's episode number 131 today for the New Hampshire 300 at New Hampshire for our final season of the playthrough. And obviously, Richmond happened, and we already know how that went, so I really don't even need to spoil you. Yeah, we closed into the point lead quite a bit. We're now 49 back, but we have a new challenger approaching here. Jeff Green is trying to catch back up to the point standings, of course. He's 63 points back. Jeff Gordon and Johnny Benson and Jimmy Johnson are still at least a full race back. So they're gonna need something to happen to Keller in order to actually get back in this fight. And honestly, I think also us as well. They kind of need us to have something happen as well to us in order to have even somewhat of a remote chance to get back in this championship fight. But schedule-wise, we have some tough tracks ahead of us. Dover, we're not really forced default. We're starting on the default setup for this track because we won here prior. New Hampshire, it's all fair game. We have never really won or dominated this race yet. Martinsville, I need to figure out something for that track because the AI just seemed to not be so good here. Lowe's is fine. I mean, we're probably... we don't even have to start a default setup for this one because we won the All-Star race, so it's not really the points-paying race at Charlotte. Dega, of course. The Rock, fun track. Phoenix default. Homestead, oh, we're gonna figure out something for that. And Atlanta, the final boss. Atlanta is gonna be the final boss for sure. We're rocking our good stuff here today, of course. We're not even gonna go bother thinking about anything else. We've always had a pretty poor track record, except for our last race in New Hampshire. We actually had a pretty good race for New Hampshire standards. Let's just see if we can actually close in the point lead on Jason Keller, and let's just see if we can walk away out on top.
Welcome to the New Hampshire International Speedway in Loudon for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the New Hampshire 300. Barney, the fans are packed in and ready for the action. What do you think about this track?
They did run a restrictor plate here for a couple of races because of the concern about the accelerators getting stuck open going into these flat corners. They no longer need those plates with the addition of the engine kill switch to all the cars. The switch is on the steering wheel and allows the drivers to quickly shut the engine off if they're going into the corner too hard.
Jay Sauter has not had the finishes he's hoped for in the past couple races.
I believe they got a good chance to turn their luck around right here. These guys have been working extra hard this week, and I think it just may pay off for them in the end.
Something a little out of the ordinary in this one for Hank Parker Jr.
You're right, it's going to be tough for him. You get so used to starting up front, and then you have an off week, and you have to start towards the back. Then when race day comes, you feel like you passed 1,000 cars at the end. And worse yet, sometimes you never make it to the front.
The 56 car sure has been consistent on these speedways this year.
But that's right, and I think he will have an excellent run in this one as well. I spoke to the crew chief this morning, and he assured me that they have a very fast hot rod.
A very fast hot rod is what I really would like to hope to have. I know the last time we started off pretty badly with the car being extraordinarily loose. I think that had to do with the negative 2.5 on the wedge. But we turned that down to negative 2, and I think that's where we started to get our speed. I looked into the setup, and it actually didn't save that. So thank goodness I checked that before we actually start this race here. But anyway, John Andretti on the pole again. That 43 car surely knows how to start up front as well as Leffler, and we're underway here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Of course, we cannot pass before the start-finish line on the inside, and now we're ready to rock and roll. So now, New Hampshire is kind of a weird track in this game when it comes to being starting in the back. We actually gain a whole lot of spots here in this one corner like so. And we're just like that, up to P35. We just gained 8 spots in that one corner, but it gets better. We're going to get even more spots because they get pretty stacked up here on the very initial starts here, like on this corner especially. So we're up to 31st already out of the first lap. So we literally gained 12 positions on the opening lap. It's incredible how fast we got. I didn't even realize that. I couldn't even be able to tell you which drivers are which now. But there's the person who won New Hampshire earlier in the season. There's Jeff Green in number 4, who was actually really competitive with us. He basically dominated the race at Richmond, but lap traffic manages to save our skin and manages to make advancement. Help us pass him anyway. He was the faster car too. Jeff Green was the fast chocolate milk rabbit. He was pretty quick out there, but unfortunately he's being stuck behind all these lap cars, or not lap cars, but actually all these cars. We kind of just made the situation worse for Jeff Green. We made it a situation extremely worse for him. He's gonna have a long way to get back up there now, especially being stuck on that outside line. He doesn't want to be in that outside line forever. He's gonna have to make moves pretty soon, but we have confidence in Jeff Green, though. Jeff Green is excuse me, Bobby Hamilton Jr. I didn't expect you to slam on the wall like that, but there's our point leader, Jason Keller. He's kind of slicing and dicing his way through. He's already up to P20. He's already up to 19th. So we got to make sure we get up there and put the fight to him. Justin Labonte, why are you making such a defensive line down on the inside? We're actually going to go underneath the apron. Give him a little bit of a rub. Tell him, like, yeah, don't do that. Oh, Keller hits the wall. He's gonna lose a couple positions there. He hits the wall on his own merit. We kind of scared him. I think we kind of spooked him, seeing how fast we actually got up there. We kind of spooked him a little bit, and he's going to be sent to the back. So already up in the P19 within 5 laps. But we got some more contenders up there. I think that's Jeff Gordon just took the lead, so he'll be probably set sailing away. Ward Burton also follows suit, so he'll be trying to be on the pursuit there. He's yet to win a race this season, despite winning, I think, 5 or 6 according to the simulations live stream we did a few months ago anyway. So yeah, there's the lore behind that. Of course, you also got to pay attention. If this is your first video watching of the season, there are live stream events that explain, I've done a simulation from 2003 all the way to the end of 2018, and that's why I'm doing this crazy little 2019 season, because I wanted to have a little fun with this game some more. Which, of course, I love Thunder 03, I love Thunder 2000, I love this mod. Sledge and his friends did a fantastic job with it, as we're just pushing right through with Kevin Harvick alongside in that 36, who's won a race, by the way. He's won a race in that MB2 Motorsports car. Meanwhile, his teammate Johnny Benson has not won a race yet, but we just kind of made a rough housing of Tony Stewart there. His left side tires just completely jumped off the ground there. So much action to talk about. Not a whole lot of time for me to take any sort of breaks. There's one of our points contenders here, Jimmy Johnson. Casey Atwood had won top 5 at Daytona earlier this year, proving superiority in that number 32 car. He's done everything except winning a race in that car. I don't think it's going to happen today because we just made it easily pass on him. But speaking of a guy that has actually won a race in this playthrough, Andy Santerre in the Coors Light Silver Bullet number 40, replacing Sterling Marlin earlier. He actually almost won 2 races. He almost won the road course race at Watkins Glen. As we make a bit of a harsh move on Jimmy Johnson, that's going to allow Tony Stewart to maybe take the spot away from Jimmy Jam there in the 66. We're kind of just remain stagnant in just outside the top 10 here. There's Leffler there, who just started on outside pole, but this race start has not been so kind for him. Jimmy Jam ready to make some maneuvers, fighting back after we kind of just made a mincemeat made him a break or corner car, I should say. But he's definitely making loosey goosey there. We're actually having to get back out of the gas and let Jimmy Johnson back on through. So the 66 car powering through on the outside line, showing he's had some pace in that Haas Carter Ford there. Meanwhile, we're just kind of stagnant back here. Even Matt Kenseth is going to be taking a spot from us, as we nearly hit the wall, but Jason Leffler did. We want that inside line back. I feel like the car is starting to fade away already. I don't remember it being this bad. I really don't remember it being this weird or anything like that either. We're going to just shove Tony Stewart down there because we say no to him. We kind of just been stalemate on the 13th spot, so I think I need to get back into my rhythm here and just try to catch back up forward. That's not who I wanted to see in my mirror, as Jason Keller just completely goes absolutely wide. I didn't park the bus on him on purpose. I was trying to slow down and make the corner. But he just went absolutely flying on the outside line. That's going to stall him up even more. We kind of lost the spot to Tony Stewart. He's not really making that much progress, but I see another car up there that I find rather impressive for his standards anyway. Still running a good race so far. The number 60 of Lyndon Amick, that's in front of Andy Santerre, the Sonoma winner. He's been just holding his own. And we see that white and red car of Mike Borkowski as well. He's been doing a great job so far as well for Junior Johnson Associates, running that inverted Budweiser livery. I painted for him, of course. And we have somebody that's slow on the racetrack. I can't exactly tell who that is. He's staying out of the way for now, so it's good. It's good enough to see. I think that might be Chad Little. I can't even tell. He's back on the racetrack though. He's going to cause a little bit of problems here. Yep, that's Chad Little. The Giga Chad himself almost caused a Giga Chad of a wreck. I'll tell you that much. Meanwhile, Lyndon Amix under attack from Andy Santerre. Stewart's back under attack from us again. We're going to try to rough him up a little bit more. Pretty much angering, putting some spark in that smoke of his. We're actually going to try to go down the inside of both Lyndon and Santerre. We make contact with Santerre. We might even make more contact. No, we do not. Oh, almost there. I was trying to get back in line behind him rather quickly. We're trying to take that 11 spot away. Lyndon just goes sailing off. A little bit of rubbing there between ourselves and Santerre as well. We see Keller back in our mirror as well, and it's not exactly what I want to see at all, because we were trying to pull away from him. That's the whole point of this mission today. We just lost 2 spots there. We might even lose more. We might even lose 3 spots in that one corner. That was a really bad quarter by ourselves. As we lost 3 to even Dale Earnhardt Jr. We're going to try to get this one for Dale Jr. back. I feel like I don't have as much acceleration out of the corner as I thought I did. Anyway, so it's a rather unfortunate news there. I think I might have forgotten to make some gear ratio adjustments just to make this thing a little bit shorter. And, oh god, we lost the nose of the car. We lost the nose of the car, and we're going to try to force Keller back down low for middle 3 wide. It's not exactly what I wanted to be. We made contact with the point leader. We just lost 2 spots there. We're trying to regain that back from green. We kind of just made some contact with him. We're going to try to sail it back inside of Keller. Try to retake that spot away. Maybe use Dale Jr. as a pick. Shifting down to 3rd gear to get some more road power out of it, but I think I had too much power and just causes the rear tires to just basically lose the traction there. I'm more worried about the second half of this race. Oh boy, we made contact again with Keller. We're just fighting with him, really. I mean, he is the point leader. I'm going to try to fight with him as best I can, but we also got competition from his former PPC Racing teammate Jeff Green as well, who makes easy work with us. Obviously, he's won this race before earlier in the season, so he's probably trying to sweep both races, but he has a long way to go in order to catch up to who I think Jeff Gordon is the leader. So we have a long way to go as we lose the nose. We shift to 4th gear. Try to get some power back in this thing, but yeah, it's all falling apart over here for us. Whoa! Oh, I nearly lost the car there. We definitely nearly lost the car. I'm gonna have to let Harvick go by on the inside. We want that bottom lane, and we're kind of playing a little bit of gamesmanship with our friend Jason Keller here. A little bit of gamesmanship here, trying to make sure he doesn't get around us. That's the one who we really don't want to get around anyway. Green could go right through, no problem. It's just Keller, on the other hand, we kind of need to gain on him, like a lot, really. So we're keep trying to hold him up a bit. But now the one thing I will say, the plan I have with this race is the AI tend to really eat the barrels as I say I wanted to hold off Keller. He just waltzes right by us. He's going to block that inside line too, so he's going to fly right past us. Our car is completely dead on something. It's completely dead. This car cannot do anything anymore. As I think there it is. Someone just ate the barrels trying to come down pit road. So there it is. I mean, I don't even know what to do. I think I kind of messed up my gear ratio a little bit. I think I must have forgot to apply something, like from practice to race. I'm not getting as much like drive off like on the initial runs as well, I noticed. But I definitely won't be able to get it off now. And I'm afraid, well, I might have to make a tire pressure adjustment. I don't know if I really want to or not, though. So it's Mayfield that decides to bring up the caution. Barrels tasted like rubber. The tires, they tasted pretty good. So obviously everyone's going to come down pit road. We're going to hopefully gain some spots. Yeah, I don't want to make any sort of changes with the wedge. I don't want to over-rotate. But we're going to do something stupid by lowering the tire pressure to 19. It's not going to last as long, but we got to try something. What is our pit stop going to be? Because we're going to get held up by the AI quite a bit. Well, let's see. I mean, it's not something that Jeff Gordon wanted to see, that caution did anyway. And for the love of God, guys, can we not make any sort of mistakes? Well, there goes Jeff Burton, so he lost the race on pit road. All right, we kind of gained some spots on pit road, so that's really nice. We're at P10, and we're going to have a good restart. As remember, we cannot make pass before the start-finish line, and we do. Even though we run into the back of Borkowski, we are now inside the top 10. I can't tell if that's Steve Park in the lead or not. But last time I checked, I thought it was Jeff Burton that's in the lead. But no, it's Steve Park in the race lead. A nice surprise to see. The number 1 Pennzoil Chevrolet in the lead spot here. He's going to try to get around Mayfield, but Burton's going to be able to get around no problem as well. Jeff Burton is usually the mayor around this place, so he's going to probably try to get around Steve Park as quick as possible, just set sail the rest of the way. Not if Jeff Gordon has anything to say about it, too, because he was leading his initial part of this race as well. We go clearing around Kevin Harvick, though, with relative ease. And trying to set ourselves sight of the number 20s. We just send it in a little too hard. We give him a little bit of a nudge again. We're no stranger to us having contact with each other this race. As Harvick eats the wall, and whatever that tasted like. Probably not that great. Jeff Gordon trying to make something happen on Jeff Burton, but didn't really work out there. Benson's up to 4th. We're going to pull a slider on Tony Stewart. And is that John Andretti in P6? He gained a lot of spots off pit road. So the pole sitter only leading 1 lap. He manages to get himself back up to P6. But we're going to make some contact with him as well. Trying to get some run off the corner. Not quite there, though. So far, so good with the tire pressure adjustment. I'm more worried about the longer run. But I think it's going to be rather not very good on the longest run of the day. Again, we have to try something in order to get ourselves as many spots as we can and just try to run away from Keller and Green and all that. Just try to retake that point lead as best as possible. That is the mission today, is to finish ahead of 55. It's actually to win the race in particular. We just want to make sure we just get out on top. I just been patiently riding behind Ward Burton this entire time, and honestly, that's fine by me. I really don't want... I mean, I think I am faster than him. Again, I'm just more worried about the tires being in the second half of this run because we know how bad they can really be. I have not seen Keller anywhere, so he must have had a nightmare in the pits. I mean, that's great for us. I mean, our whole goal is to finish ahead of him in particular. Not even finishing ahead of the 4, even though he's close with us in the points. I just know how uberly consistent Keller has been all season long. Meanwhile, we are actually faster than Ward Burton, so maybe we might need to make a maneuver sooner rather than later as we make contact with him. A little bit of a bump and run, which we do pull out successfully, and we're now in the top 5, legitimately in this race with about 27 laps to go. But it's still a really, really long time around here, especially with the way the tires are going to be later on. It's just, again, the scenario in my head, it's like a looming threat. It's like a bill I haven't paid for yet. It's there. And it just constantly lurks in the back of my mind, but I don't see it yet. They know it. They know it's due. You know it's coming, but again, you just don't want to see it. Like, you know, it's just there. Like, it's that type of feeling. It's a rather scary feeling, especially seeing how Tony Stewart's back again. Just took 6 away from Ward Burton, so Ward is definitely fading already. We're going to be fading behind him. I kind of don't want him to go by as of right now, obviously. We got Jeff Green as well, who we really don't want him to go by us as well. Meanwhile, I can't even tell if it's Steve Park still leading. Nope, he just lost the lead to Jeff Burton. So Jeff Burton, the mayor of this place, once again showing his prowess around New Hampshire. And there it is. The tires are starting to wear out. And we have 21 long more laps to go. I don't see ourselves getting any higher to where we're at right now. Anyway, so we just have to make do with what we got here. Oh my goodness, Steve Park just took the lead back from Jeff Burton. Huh. There's some fight in that Pennzoil Chevrolet. He wants to have a win this season. Go on, son. Go on, Steve. Go on ahead. Go ahead and take the fight to Jeff Burton, why don't you? Still 20 laps to go in this race, but you know, it'd be an awesome sight to see for Steve Park to get his first win of the actual win of the playthrough anyway. He's been denied at Talladega with the guy who's currently in third right now, Jeff Gordon. So he's definitely for sure, like, he's going for it. I don't blame him. Go for it, buddy. We may have a new challenger in the works. Kurt Busch out of nowhere. He's gotten around Jeff Green, and now he's trying to get around Tony Stewart as we washed up the racetrack. me commentating all that stuff. Oh, no, there's Jeff Green having a little bit of a fight. Well, we have a retirement. That is John Andretti, our pole sitter for this race. That's another retirement out there, it looks like there. Jeff Green and Kurt Busch are having a good old scrap. We kind of just been holding up these two guys. This whole little mini pack that we have here. We've been doing quite well. We've been managing the tires quite well. The car doesn't want to die either, so I think the adjustment we made was the correct one. But then again, let's see how it feels in the final 13 laps. Ooh, very, very starting to get that little loosey-goose there in the rear tires. I don't think we're going to be anywhere close to the leader or anything like that, but we could walk away with this top 5 or even just like 6th place. Oh, there we go. Hold on, we might lose this fight here with Jeff Green. Oh, he's going to have something going on. He might send it down here. Oh, he does. Oh, he did. He absolutely did. He parks me right in front of Kurt Busch. So we lose 2 spots in that one corner. It was going to happen eventually. I had a feeling it was going to happen eventually where the car decides to finally... We kind of messed ourselves up there. I mean, if we could just walk away with the top 10, I'm okay with it, really. Seeing how who we were losing the spots to, I mean, the winner of the previous New Hampshire race and Tony Stewart, that's fine by me. As long as it's not Keller. Coming to 5 laps to go, we've been kind of holding off these 2 goobers, meaning Ward Burton and Matt Kenseth. We're still hanging on to that 8th place spot, though. Doing really good stuff there as I wash up the corner. I've been shifting down a little bit because apparently my car is tight now, actually. It's actually really tight. As you can see, the left front is very, very worn now, so I actually have to think about, you know, shifting down every corner just to get this thing to have a little bit of rotation. And then shift up mid-corner just to settle the car. That's kind of what I've been doing. That's why I've been rather quiet, just to get this thing to do whatever I wanted to do. Obviously, I was worried about the tires falling off, but it's really worked out for us, though. I mean, we technically net gained a lot. Like 5 spots is quite a bit. Seeing how I don't see anywhere where Keller is. And is that Casey Atwood trying to get himself another top 10 back there? I see that 32 car. Barely in the mirror. You could probably barely see it yourself, but he's getting close up there. He might even steal top 10 away from either Ward or Kenseth that's behind us. Coming to the last lap, there is no competition behind us, and it looks like Casey Atwood really trying to steal away that top 10. He might even steal 2 for 1 here. That 32 car has been going rather well in that top 10 consistency, or at least having some consistency going in the midfield anyway for him. He's trying to get himself another top 10. Is great momentum for him, Casey Atwood is. He's going to walk away home 9th. If we're not fast enough, we can actually steal 8th away from us. But we're going to finish at P8 here today in New Hampshire. A very successful day in my eyes. We finished ahead of Keller, who's like a few spots behind us there. And Steve Park, it wins today in New Hampshire. All right.
In this one.
Well, you're right, but that just makes for a better race in my opinion. It really makes the better drivers stand out that much more.
The 56 car took excellent care of his race car.
Yeah, you never quite know what's going to happen in these NASCAR Winston Cup races. When you finish a race and your car still looks brand new, you've done one heck of a job as a driver.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for now. Thanks for joining us. Next up is Dover.
So it is P1 for car number 1. Steve Park gets his first actual win of the playthrough. And I know he's won plenty of races before in the simulated live stream anyway, but his first actual win of this playthrough comes here today at New Hampshire. Very well done. Taking it to fight to the king of New Hampshire, Jeff Byrne, no less. He ended up finishing 2nd. I mean, what an impressive drive from this man in DEI. Hey, Dale Jr., you should be taking notes from all this stuff, too, you know. But Steve Park, the myth, the legend himself, has got himself a win here. It helps him out quite a bit. As for us, though, we had a really great race for our standards, but we have to take a bow for this guy, man. Steve Park, take a bow. Great win. All right, so, again, that was a rather successful day for us, though. But man, Steve Park getting the dub. It's about time, really, that Steve Park got the dub. He was robbed at Talladega earlier one of our seasons here, but he's won races during the simulation, but now he's actually legitimately won a race here today. He's just one lap shy of getting the maximum points day, too. Because Jeff Gordon led the most laps. He led 31 laps. So Steve Park wins, Jeff Burton second, Jeff Gordon third, Johnny Benson fourth, Jeff Green clawed his way up to fifth, Stewart sixth, Kurt Busch seventh, ourselves eighth, Casey Atwood stole ninth. Very well done. And Ward Burton comes home in 10th. Keller finishes 12th. So a very good recovery for apparently, because he must have had a terrible pit stop. As we take a look through the rest of the field, and well, I think you're out of the championship now, Jimmy. Unfortunately, because that random DNF, I guess he just despawned or something. That's unfortunate. So Jimmy Johnson looks like he might be out of the running. Again, the money situation looks a little tight. So eventually, we're gonna have to start getting some new stuff as well. We're gonna have to sell some assets. Who do I have as my bankroll? Oh my god, I made a mistake. I forgot I hired new ones. That makes sense now. Yeah, that's right. I hired new people for this sort of thing. So that's off camera. I hired new people. No wonder why I was losing a lot of money. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. That's an error on my part there. A very bad error. Yeah, off camera, I forgot about the money situation. I forgot I hired new people like last episode just to test and see like what I need to get overhaul with, and I never hired like any like the bad guys back again. So that's an error on my part. It's an off camera issue. It's like a Minecraft, playthrough off camera quote unquote work there I tried to do. It didn't work out quite well for us, but that's rather unfortunate. But Jason Keller still is the point leader by 34. Jeff Green now 1 point behind us. Gordon's back in this fight. Jeff Burton might be back in this fight now. He's up in the P6 in the standings. Johnny Benson up to fifth, well, still in fifth place, 115 back. Gordon is 96 points back, but Jimmy Johnson, that's a big problem for him having that DNF. He's basically out of it now. He's 2 full races back in 7th in the standings. But this man right here, Steve Park, he is a 20-time winner, of course, but I would say first-time winner now in this actual playthrough. Get himself the dub here at New Hampshire. Very well done, sir. But anyway, guys, if you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel quite a bit. And as always, we'll see you in the next one at the Monster Mile. See you guys then.